back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my yearly favorites. I told you guys, and my monthly favorites. This was going to be my first time doing it, and I'm very excited. So I don't want to keep this intro long. It's going to be a long video already, so grab a snack and let's get started. So the first product I have to show you is my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation, which you guys know I absolutely love. This is my holy grail foundation. I talk about it all the time ever since I purchased it and tried it for you guys, did my review, which will be linked down below if you didn't see, but oh my gosh, I love it. It's medium to full coverage, buildable, lasts all day, it has me matte, and I just love it. It's such a beautiful finish. I cannot stress it enough. It's my go-to foundation when I'm going out somewhere, and I absolutely love it, and it's like $5.49. You cannot beat this. My last face product to share with you guys is this L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream. I did use this a lot over the summer because I don't like heavy foundation and stuff during the day, but you know, when I go out, it's a different story. But this is also a good primer. Like if you want a luminous, healthy glow, this is the perfect primer. Once you let it sit in, it evens your skin tone out, and then you can put a foundation on it and you're gonna have a healthy glow. So next, moving on to eyes, I have a lot of eyeshadow. The first one I have to share with you guys is this NYX single eyeshadow in Blame It on Midnight. I can't believe I forgot that, but this is my holy grail eyeshadow. So this is what it looks like, and this is what I use whether I'm doing a soft look, a neutral look, or a dramatic look. I'm always using this because transition shades are so important because it's going to make sure your look blends seamlessly and looks beautiful, and this is just the perfect transition shade for my skin tone. Next, I have my Sally Girl eyeshadows, and I mainly have been using this beige one and olive. Olive is just a beautiful shimmery shade that looks beautiful on the lid. I use it very often, and then the beige I just use to set, which is amazing because you would think that any translucent or light eyeshadow would be good to set, but sometimes no. Like sometimes the formula is horrible and it can still cause creasing, but for these shadows to be 94 cents each, they're amazing and pigmented and last all day. Next, I have my NYC palette for brown eyes, and I love this. So I mainly use the primer, which you guys see in tutorials, and obviously because I hit major pan on it. The only downfall with this is I'm almost done with it and I still haven't even hit pan on these shadows. And lately I've been getting into the illuminator, as you guys have seen in tutorials. It just helps my lid color pop so much. I absolutely love it. Next is my holy grail go-to eyeshadow, which I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing this palette. This is the Maybelline Nudes palette. I told you guys before, I heard so many mixed reviews on it, and this is an amazing palette. It's so worth it. It's very pigmented. You can create so many looks with it, and even if you don't know what to do with it, they give you guides on the back how to use it as a duo, a trio, and a quad, and it's just perfect. It's $10, but it was $10 when I first purchased it because it was fairly new, but now it's about $5 online at Walmart, so I'll link it down below for you guys to purchase because they came out with like 2 other nudes palette types. So definitely pick this up. It's perfect. It's my go-to palette. I still use it almost every day. So my last eyeshadow palette to share with you guys is a high-end one, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Artist Palette. This is no longer available. They did sell out, but they sell most of these shadows in singles, so I will link all the singles down below for you guys. So I absolutely love this. As you guys can see, Dusty Rose and Buttery were my favorite. Buttery is just the perfect shade to set with, and I like Dusty Rose because it looks so pretty in my crease. So when I wear mauve or like blush tone colors, I'm always going back to Dusty Rose. Aubergine is really nice. I mainly use it in the fall. It's just a beautiful purple. I like Anaconda. Punch Fuchsia is pretty. If you guys want to see a tutorial with me using all of these, I'll link my Get Ready With Me down below. So my next favorite of the year for the eyes is this L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Manga Mascara in black, and it is just perfect. I've been using this for 2 years. Well, not this two, but this brand for 2 years, and no matter what, I still end up going back to the Miss Manga Mascara. There's just something about the wand, how it separates my lashes, gives me volume. It's just amazing. So I definitely recommend this for you, and it's like $8 or $9. I want to say $7, but I feel like it's $8. Don't worry, everything will be linked down below with the prices next to it. So, or if I forget, you can click on the link and find it. So I always forget, but I definitely love this. It's perfect. And my last favorite for the eyes are the Ardell Natural Lashes in 110. I'm actually wearing these today. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but they're just the perfect lash for everyday wear. Like, I cannot stress it enough. They just give you such a beautiful, flirty, natural look at the same time. Lashes make such a difference with with your eyes. It just brings them out, opens them up more, and I love these lashes. They're so pretty, and I got so many for Christmas, which I mentioned in my haul. Okay, so I am back because my camera stopped recording yesterday. My camera only records up to 9 minutes, so after every 9 minutes I have to push the button and do that. So I forgot. I was probably talking too much and I didn't hear it go beep, which is, it's kind of low, but usually I can hear it, but I was probably talking too loud, too fast, or too much about a product. So I didn't finish editing it because once I saw that all of my videos weren't there, I came back to record. So I told you guys that I have so many lipsticks, and I've mentioned them before, that I'm just going to show you guys a standstill of the swatches on my arms with the names on them, because you guys know if I'm mentioning them in my yearly favorites, I absolutely love them, and if I feel like there's something that's important, I will keep that clip in where I'm talking about it and say it. But other than that, it's probably just going to be the picture with all the names on it, and again, everything will be linked down below. It's so much. To finish this video so it's not too long, I want to get into my favorite makeup brushes and then my nail polishes. So the same way I told you guys about my favorite makeup of the year, I'm going to go for my brushes. I'm going to start with the face. So I have all these right here. I have my Equal Tools powder brush, which you guys have seen me use in every tutorial since I've had it. It's just the perfect brush to just set my face, and now that I don't really set my face anymore because I'm a lot more dry because it's winter time, what I do is I'll dust any excess powder off that I have underneath my eyes or if I'm baking. So it's just perfect for just lightly dusting it off, and I absolutely love this brush. It's so soft. Equal Tools has the best brushes. I've been using them for years. I had stopped once I fell out of makeup, but now that I'm back into it, it just reminds me why I fell in love with them, and their brushes are amazing and very affordable. Next, I have my e.l.f. stipple brushes. These are the small ones. They have a big one, but I don't want a big one because I just feel like it's too big for my face, and I'm not going to be able to get like around here and stuff like that. So I use a small one because it gives me more coverage too anyway. So when I'm going out, you guys know I'm all about that glam life, so I want full coverage. But I have one for my contour and one for blending out my foundation. But I recently started using my beauty blender, which I'm mentioning next. But lately sometimes I'll use this to blend out my concealer. I do have another brush which I mentioned in my December favorites, so I'll have it linked down below for you guys to check out. But this is good. I like to alternate between those two brushes. So all around, the e.l.f. stipple brushes are just amazing for whatever you're going to do, contour, foundation, concealer, and they're only $3. You cannot beat that. Next, I have another e.l.f. brush, and this is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. And oh my gosh, I am so in love with this. When I first got it, I didn't know what I could use it for. Like, I tried to set my eyes with it. It did not work out. It's good for blending out concealer and setting under my eye. Like I just mentioned before, I have different brushes for blending out my concealer. So now I use this to set under my eye. Even when I'm baking too, I'll pack the powder up there, and I just love this. It's a good brush, and it's only $3. I just love e.l.f. brushes in general. I rave about them all the time. I actually am picking up some new ones probably next month because I spent a lot on makeup and clothes, so I gotta watch it. But yeah, I definitely want to pick up some more of their brushes. It's just, makeup shopping is so addicting. My last favorite for the face is e.l.f. blush brush, which is just amazing for putting on your blush and your highlight. I use it for both, which you guys see in tutorials. I'll use one side for just putting some blush on, and then the other because it's tapered, which is perfect. So I'll dip the pointed part into my highlight and just highlight my face. So I really love it, and this is $3 as well. And my last favorite for the face is the Real Techniques Beauty Blender, Beauty Sponge, whatever. I just call it a beauty blender. Once you guys see it, you know what I'm talking about and what brand it is. But it's just amazing. It is very dirty because I've been using it for 2 days in a row, but I love this for blending out my foundation and blending out my concealer. The only thing I don't like with this is how often you have to wash it. I don't know if it's the same deal with the beauty blender if you don't have to wash it as often, but I have to wash this, if not every day, then every 2 days, because it just gets so dirty. Hello? Okay, I forget where I left off, but yeah, that's the only thing I don't like, but other than that, I really like it. It's just great. It makes my makeup go on so beautifully, and it's such a universal product. So next, I have some eye brushes. I have this Equal Tools, I don't know the name of this. The names used to be on the side, but they rubbed off. So I use this for my lower lash line, and it's just perfect. It's slightly tapered. So this is really good for getting directly under my lower lash line, and it's amazing. Next, I have another Equal Tools brush. I forget what this is called. I think this is just like the eyeshadow brush, but I use this to set my eye because it's kind of too big for my lid. I have slightly hooded eyes, so I like to use my e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush because it's like the perfect size for my eyelid shape. So this would be too big to put colors on, but to set my face, but to set my eyes, it's just perfect. Then next, I have two e.l.f. brushes. One is the e.l.f. crease brush, which just came out a couple of months ago. I brought it on a whim because I haven't heard anyone talk about these new e.l.f. brushes, which is another reason why I want to get it and do a review for you guys. But this is amazing, and this is what it looks like up close, and I am just so in love with it. It's perfect for just getting colors directly where you need it to be. I mentioned this in a favorites before, and I use it all the time in almost every makeup tutorial since I've had it. But also, don't get it confused with a blending brush. This is not a blending brush whatsoever, which it kind of does look like it could be one, but it's too small, so it's not going to blend eyeshadows out. It's just perfect for putting color directly where you want it to be, and then you do have to go in and blend it out with another blending brush, but I don't really mind. And then this e.l.f. brush is the e.l.f. Blending brush, which I really love. I used to use this a lot in tutorials, but as I got more brushes and stuff, it kind of got pushed to the back, but I started using it again, and it's definitely amazing. I realized why I fell in love with it. So these past couple of months, well, these past 3 months, I have really been loving it and using it and grabbing it for every day with my school makeup. So my last brush to share with you guys is this Anastasia double-ended brush, which I got with my artist palette, and it's just amazing. They give you this one for like packing on colors to your lid, which I use to blend out my eyelid primer, and then you have the blending brush, which I love to just go in and just blend out shadows. Okay, so those were my favorite brushes of this year, and we are almost done with this video. I hope it's not too long. I just have 3 more products to show you, and they are nail polishes. The first one I have is NYC Long Wearing Enamel and Wine Bar, which I have on my nails right now. I'm not going to do a close-up because they're chipping and they look a little ratchet, so I don't want to show you guys what they look like. But yeah, it's just a beautiful color, perfect for fall. I'm still wearing it now because like it doesn't even feel like winter where I live because it's just been raining. It's been warm, like it was in the 70s, and usually, but at this time, I'm covered, but we're covered in snow. Like, this is the time where we're missing so many school days. Like, last year we went until the 3rd week in June, and we were supposed to be out on the 13th, either the 13th or the 18th, but we were in school for so long. But it looks like we're not gonna have any snow days, and I'm like, yes, because I'm just trying to graduate. But anywho, back to the product. It's very beautiful. I love it, and it's only $1, and it lasts for 2 weeks. Next, this is Burnt Orange. I use this so much between September and November. It's the perfect orange fall color, and I can't even explain it. I did wear it in a couple videos before when I had my acrylics on, but it's just beautiful. It screams fall. I'm in love with it. I would still wear it actually because I like it that much. And you guys know I like to stick with the season, so like it's not fall anymore, so I'm like, okay, I can't wear wine colors anymore or orangey colors, but this is the one color that I would still wear because it's that beautiful. And then my last favorite nail polish of the year was You Goji by Sinful Colors. I started wearing this in September. I was wearing it for like 3 weeks straight, which is a lot because I switch up my nail color every week. So for me to wear this consecutively more than 1 week, I was like, whoa, oh my gosh. And I love Sinful Colors. They're affordable. Their formula is great. They last all day long. All day. Okay, obviously. I feel like I'm talking about a makeup product, but they last all week long, even 2 weeks actually. Alright guys, so that wraps up my yearly favorites. I hope it wasn't too long. I will have my December favorites linked down below, which isn't long at all, so that's a plus. So if you guys were interested in what I was loving this month, definitely check that out. I'll have any other recent videos linked down below for you guys. Make sure to comment down any requests you guys want to see, and I will definitely put that on my list and make sure to film it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next year. That was so corny. Bye. And it could still call I mainly use the primer, as you guys can see. I hit paint on it. I mainly oh jeez. And then my last favorite for the face is my Real Technique and my last favorite for the you get this little brush with any Anastasia Beverly Hills Okay, so that was it. So those are my yearly favorites so those are my favorite brushes of the year. So
by the way, what he said, he gets that lame no wheels come through in my automobile like my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns.